So the Maori All Blacks just travelled to Thomond Park and they were made work much harder than the scoreline would suggest. Today, we're taking a look back at the action, giving our thoughts on the performance and answering the question, where do Munster go from here? Let's get stuck in. The haka was fierce, the air was frosty, and Munster were feisty. The opening exchanges were tit for tat. The Maori All Blacks knew they were in a fight. Given the week that Munster just put down, that's all we could ask for. The All Blacks showed their class, scoring 2 unanswered tries after the initial Munster surge. Munster did extremely well to score 2 tries of their own, including a penalty try at the stroke of half-time to put them within 3 points of the lead. The All Blacks came out guns blazing once more as the second half begun, having 1 try ruled out for a knock-on and eventually crossing again after some decent maul work. Munster fought their way back. A Rory Scannell break finished by a definitely not crawling Tom Farrell's score put the Stags within 2 points with a handful of minutes to go. A mistimed line-out and failed last-ditch attempt at some backline magic meant the Maori All Blacks grabbed not 1 but 2 breakaway tries of the death. A valiant effort by the Stags, but the talented Maori All Blacks deserved the win in the historical fixture. If you've been enjoying the video, please do make sure to like and subscribe. It honestly massively helps us out in creating more of this kind of unfiltered rugby content. Right, so breaking down the match. First and foremost, I was one of the many users affected by the Munster Access outage. Lads, if you don't have the servers capable of facilitating the stream, sell the rights to a Sky Sports or an RTE. Don't lie in your pockets with the fans' money while not delivering the product. Simple. On to the match. Munster gave everything they had. O'Mahony's presence on the pitch alone was seismic. Diarmuid Barron did well to lead the team. Kilgannon had a fantastic debut, looks really lively. Evan O'Connell looks to have added some serious bulk since the last time we saw him. He looks really interesting. Plenty of positives. The negatives are the issues that have been present from the start of the season, i.e. at times soft in defence, line out not working correctly, etc, etc. They were still present, albeit on a much less scale from what we've seen. I listened to the pundits speak after the England-New Zealand match about how Scott Barrett is a fine player, but he's different from the likes of Sam Whitelock or Brodie Retallick. This man is much closer to those legends in play style. Fabian Holland walked away with a well-earned man of the match, and at just 22 years old, expect to see much more from him. Addressing the elephant in the room, the lads did fantastically well given Rowntree's departure. Ian Costello spoke well in the press. They all did their best to put on a show, but you'd really have to wonder, if Rowntree was still in charge, we didn't have all those distractions to deal with, could we have snatched a win here? And if we did, could that have been the basis to kickstart our season on? To answer the question, where do Munster go from here? The performance was one to be proud of. The scoreline, not so much. It should hopefully lift some spirits, but every player in the dressing room will be well aware of what lies ahead. We mentioned in covering Rowntree's departure that the timing was abysmal. Let's just have a look at the next few fixtures. Welcoming us back to the URC, the impressive Lions. Straight into back-to-back Champions Cup ties against Stade Francais and Castres, onto Ulster away in the Kingspan, and back to home fixture against Leinster. Fuck me, that's a tough block of games. Whoever the next coach appointed is, be it Declan Kidney, Felix Jones or Mike Prendergast, they need to be appointed sharpish. We have 4 weeks now to gear up for what will undoubtedly either make or break us. Every second counts. Despite what has been a clusterfuck of a week for Munster fans, Thomond Park was lit up. The stands were packed and the flags were waving. The players wore their hearts in their sleeves. And this is a club I will always have a huge sense of pride in. Just remember, to the brave and faithful, nothing is impossible. Cheers for watching, catch you at the next one.